coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. For the chance to head to Arizona in 2 weeks' time for Super Bowl 57, we are underway now in the NFC Championship, fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. On play action, they'll throw. Out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Well, just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board. They're able to avoid that 3 and out. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He'll drop to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go!
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that goes for a gain of 31.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event, not getting to them early.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They will run for the first time here with White. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 7 yards on the carry, make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was that we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
Distance wasn't the problem, but he did need some help from the right upright, and he got it a little kiss and in.
Yeah, unfortunately caught on the inside of the upright, and that pushed it through. This isn't like a baseball foul pole where you hit any part of it and it counts. It's got to go through the post. If he hits it on the outside, that's no good.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
On the set, Buffalo 18.
2nd and 11. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Let's go now.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. They'll look to throw. And he'll be out right at the 35. A heck of an effort there on the scramble. Leaves him with just 3rd and a yard.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest game. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down. Looking to throw. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
2nd and 6. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 20-yard line. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Second and 13. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
Touchdown! Leonard Fournette with career touchdown number 75. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point put through by Suckup. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they've been seeking.
To throw now on first down. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there. No hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Here's Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Third and goal here, a big play brewing in this NFC title game.
They'll set up a throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Kenneth Walker
as the first half is winding down.
And the Seahawks are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Okay, break. 65, just 50, just 50. Ready?
They'll throw now on the final play. Airing this one out for Evans. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Back to throw here. Hard throw, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded at the 20. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's got room. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Okay, ready?
They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Carlton Davis picks it.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again, right?
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now it's Ryan Suckup on. after the touchdown to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Buccaneers have it.
So problems there on the return. Very costly. Not what you need when you've just surrendered the lead.
Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball on them quickly. Their offense was on the sidelines talking about getting on the field and getting that score back.
On the ball, now.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, Fournette, and he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Fournette. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Ooh, you're going big. I like that.
I mean, skirt steak.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak. It's first time. There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And some space here. There he goes, right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are back within a score.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game. Trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Ready?
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side, but how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns, a sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to get a little more focus moving forward.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
50 Bobcat. 19, Pioneers. Win.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They start the drive with White. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is knocked away and incomplete. But I think it was a free play. Let's check the call.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
On the 6.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves him in pretty good shape. He'll drop to throw. Dumps it off to Fournette.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Up the gut, Fournette.
102 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he goes over the century mark with the AFC title on the line.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You take a charge.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Again, it's Fournette. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Leonard Fournette. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Buccaneers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point put through by Succop, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession gigantic.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Dancing to his left. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is caught inside the 15.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. His throw incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now back to throw.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, then you stop that clock.
Fournette once more on 2nd down.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call a timeout here defensively. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that 1st down run.
Okay,
All
ready?
runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Inside handoff now to Fournette. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
2nd down, back to Fournette. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
Ready?
They'll go with a big back Fournette. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote. The Buccaneers are on their way to the Super Bowl. Thank you all so much for watching, and good night.